Video lecture 10 on the topic first law of thermodynamics. So in the today's class we will solve the problems. So already in the previous class we have discussed the first law of thermodynamics for a closed system undergoing a cycle, and first law of thermodynamics for a closed system undergoing a change of state, and also we have explained what do you mean by enthalpy, what do you mean by specific heat, what is the relation between specific heat at constant pressure, and what is the specific heat at constant volume. We have studied in the previous classes, and in the today's class we will see the problems. Let me read the problem first. A piston and the cylinder machine contains a fluid system which passes through a complete cycle of four processes. During a cycle, the sum of all heat transfer is minus 170 kilojoules, and the system completes 100 cycles per minute. So this is during an entire cycle. During a cycle, the sum of all heat transfer is minus 170 kilojoules, and the system completes 100 cycles per minute. Complete the following table showing the method for each item and compute the net rate of work output in kilowatt. So this table is already given in the problem only. This question has asked twice in the December 2008 and January 2019 for 10 marks. So here process four processes, that is process A to B, B to C, C to D and D to A. This completes one cycle, and zero means here heat transfer is zero here. So work done also given. So gap what he has given, that we have to find out it. That is internal energy we have to find out during process A B. During process B C also we have to find out the internal energy. And here in the process C D we have to find the work done, and for last process DA we have to calculate all the heat transfer, work done and internal energy. So we will go step by step. First, from the first law, process AB. This is the formula, delta Q is equals to du plus dw or delta W. So delta Q he has given heat transfer 0. So du, delta W he has given minus 2170. Therefore du will be equal to 2170 kilojoules per minute. Next, process BC. Delta Q is equal, same formula again, del du plus dw or delta W. So delta Q he has already given 21,000, du plus delta W, work done is 0 here for process B. So therefore du equal to 21,000 kilojoules per minute. Next, for process CD, delta Q equal to du plus dw. So delta Q already has given in the problem, minus 2,100, du minus 36,600. This is also given in the problem. So we have to calculate dw, delta W, that is dw is equals to if I'll shift to this side, this will be plus, so dw will be equal to 34,500. Now throughout the entire cycle, cyclic integral of delta Q, that is heat transfer, he has given minus 170 kilojoules, but cycle completes 100 cycles per minute. So therefore minus 170 into 100, so minus 17,000 kilojoules per minute. It is the total heat transfer during the entire cycle. Now this heat we know, cyclic integral, that is delta Q throughout the entire cycle, that heat transfer is minus 17,000. And this cyclic integral of delta Q is nothing but heat transfer during process AB plus heat transfer during process BC plus heat transfer during process CD plus heat transfer during process DA. The addition of all the heat transfers during the entire cycle. So with that easily I can calculate delta Q of dA easily by using this equation. So delta Q of EB he has given 0, this he has given 21,000, this delta Q CD minus 2,100. Now this we have to calculate. So therefore delta Q of dA, if I will simplify this, then I am going to get 35,900 kilojoules per minute. We have calculated this value, delta Q of dA. Now already we know that cyclic integral of heat will be equal to cyclic integral of work, or cyclic integral delta Q is equal to cyclic integral of delta W. So minus 17,000, this we know, plus I can write cyclic integral of delta W is replaced by work done during this process plus work done during this process plus work done during this process plus work done during this process. So already work done during process AB, it is already given in the problem, minus 2170. Work done during this process is 0, already as given. Work done during this process we have calculated 34,500 plus delta W of dA. Now we will calculate by this. Now delta W dA, if I will simplify this equation, so I am going to get minus 49,330 kilojoules per minute. Now we have calculated delta Q and delta W. Now for process dA, the same equation I will use here, first law of thermodynamics only. Delta Q of dA is equals to du internal energy of during process dA plus delta W of dA. So delta Q of dA already we have calculated it as minus 35,900 equal to du, I will keep as it is, plus this we have calculated minus 49,330. So therefore if I will simplify this, therefore du will be equals to 13,430 kilojoules per minute. We'll see now next problem. A system receives 200 kilojoules of heat at constant volume. System receives 200 kilojoules of heat at constant volume and rejects 220 kilojoules of heat at constant pressure, during which 40 kilojoules of work is done on the system. The system is brought back to its original state by an adiabatic process. Calculate the adiabatic work. If the initial internal energy is 240 kilojoules, then calculate the value of the internal energy. So process 1 is to 2, it is a constant volume process during which 200 kilojoules of heat is received here. And process 2, 3, it is a heat rejection here, that is a constant pressure, and this is the system is brought back to its original state. Here this process is an adiabatic process. If the initial internal energy here U1, initial internal energy is 240 kilojoules, yes, given. Now let us solve the problem. You can see here process 1 is to 2, it is a constant volume process. Q12, here he has given 200 kilojoules, where U1 is equals to 240 kilojoules, initial internal energy. So we know the formula by first law of thermodynamics. Delta Q of 12 is equals to du plus delta W of 12. So 200 kilojoules of heat he has already given. Du is nothing but U2 minus U1 plus delta W is 0, because work done during a constant volume process, it will be a 0. No necessity of calculating this. It will be 0. So therefore 200 is equals to U2 minus 240. Therefore U2 is equals to 440 kilojoules. Now final internal energy we have calculated here at point 2 here. Now we will solve the equation process 2 is to 3. So again by same equation by first law of thermodynamics, Q23 is equals to U3 minus U2 plus delta W of 23. So Q23, that is during constant pressure process, some 220 kilojoules of heat is rejected. So heat is transferring from the system means definitely it will be negative. Minus 220 equals to U3 minus U2 is 440. We have already calculated 440 minus delta W minus 40, because some 40 kilojoules of work is done on the system. When work is done on the system, we are going to consider it as also negative. So therefore by solving this equation, internal energy at point 3 will be equals to 260 kilojoules here. Now same we have explained here. Now process 3 is to 1. It is an adiabatic process. The system is returned back to its original state here. Q31 is equals to U1 minus U3 plus work done during this process. So as it is an adiabatic process, so heat transferred will be 0, because adiabatic process there will be no heat flow into the system or no heat flow will be out of the system. So therefore During this process, heat transfer will be 0. So U1 is 240. Already we have calculated. Initial internal energy is given in the problem, and this we have calculated U3. So 240 minus 260 plus delta W of 13. So therefore delta W of 13 will be equals to 20 kilojoules of work is done during the adiabatic process.